Hey guys, it is Fort back with a new video, and today I was gonna make a video about the Citadel the Mort's trailer breakdown, like try to key out some type of details or stuff that I found. Maybe we got a Mr. Waffle Waffle video. Try to point it out to you, but talk about just it and get the excitement build for the game, which I'll probably do tomorrow now. Ooh. But today is a whole brand new news. So right now, today is December 3rd. In 2 days is the new map, which I can't wait. But today is December 3rd. And I found this out because of T-Dog Smitty on Twitter. But Xdefiant is shutting down, which it is baffled me. So I'm gonna read the post, read some of the comments from that post, and then I'm gonna just go and explain my point of view on that in itself. Like this clip is from a couple days ago, and I was gonna use it to make this thing. So if you see me pause, it's just me doing stuff, looking at friends up there, trying to see what's up, or just that I was lagging in the match. Like I had bad lag these past couple of days, but just bear with that. So it says this from Xdefiant. This was about I think now an hour ago, almost, not even actually. Like when I was about to start recording this video, it was like 3 minutes ago. I was like, what the fuck? But then I had so much other stuff, some of my friends call and other stuff like that. But let's get into it. Dear players, important message. Xdefiant is sunsetting, shutting down. Thank you for all the incredible support and dedication to Xdefiant. We regret to inform you that we are initiating the sunset process starting today, December 3rd, 2024. Oof. As a result, new downloads, player registration, and purchases will no longer be available. Season 3 will still launch. The servers will remain active, and the game will be fully playable until June 3rd, 2025, which is a 6 months window, if I'm not mistaken. January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, 6 months window. Yep, I was right. I thought I had a little brain for it. But that's something, you know? Let's continue. For those who purchase the Ultimate Founders Pack, you will receive a full refund. Players who made any purchase within the last 30 days will also be refunded. Please note that processing these refunds will take up to 8 weeks, 2 months. For more details on refund, please visit Xdefiant. Below is a personal message from our executive producer, Mark Rubin. Thank you for being a part of our journey. Period. Hello, Xdefiant fans. This is from Mark Rubin. I am unfortunately here today to announce the shutdown of Xdefiant. Starting today, December 3rd, new downloads, players registration will no longer be available. We will still release our Season 3 content in the near future, exact date to be announced, and the servers will be active until June 3rd, 2025. So if they don't release Season 3, it will still be active till 2025 of June 3rd. For those who purchase the Ultimate Founders Pack, you will receive a full refund. Players who made any purchase in the last 30 days will be refunded, and the refund should happen automatically within 8 weeks. A few years ago, Ubisoft and SF Devs embarked on a bold adventure to develop a new arcade shooter called Xdefiant. It was the start of an incredible challenge. Not only were we trying to shake up the genre by removing skill-based matchmaking (SBMM), which that was the best thing I think anyone could do. Call of Duty, get rid of that. While bringing back a more old-school arcade shooter experience. But we were also diving into high-risk, high-reward realm of free-to-play. And I wanted to applaud not only the Dead team, but also Ubisoft for taking the leadership. Free-to-play in particular is a long journey. Many free-to-play games take a long time to come and find their footing and become profitable. It's a long journey that Ubisoft and the teams working on the game were prepared to make until very recently. But unfortunately, the journey became too much of a sensibility to continue. I am, of course, heartbroken to have been writing this post. Yes, the game is a personal passion for me and years, and yes, I know not all challenges lead to victory, but I also recognize all the developers who were affected by this closure. Each and every one of them is a real person with their real life separate from our own, and they have all put so much of their passion into making this game. I hope you all can be proud of what they did achieve. I know that I will always be proud and grateful to have worked with such a great team. A team that really punched above its weight class. And what they achieved is truly remarkable. The early response from players when Xdefiant launched was amazing. We broke international records, internal, my fault, records for the fastest game to surpass 5 million users. In the end, we had 15 million users to have played our game. This is something to be extremely proud of, especially considering how tough the genre is. So thank you all to the developers who put their passion into making this game. If there's one thing I hope we can all take away from this experience, it's the importance of open, honest communication between developers and players. This player-first mentality, along with respectful, non-toxic conversations between developers and players, have been one of the standout differences that made Xdefiant so special. From my very first post of Xdefiant, this was the vision I wanted to champion. And I hope it leaves a positive mark on how the game industry treats its players and community. Thank you to our players. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I want to express the deepest gratitude for the incredible community that has grown around Xdefiant. Your passion, creativity, and dedication have inspired us to take every step of the way. With the utmost love and respect, Mark. Now, I do want to say that I think Xdefiant could have been something on par with Call of Duty, like how Halo was at a point, and how Battlefield was at a point. Even though those games still get released to this day, like Halo's getting a new game, and I hear Battlefield's having another game made. Ooh, excuse me. And I feel like Xdefiant could have been like that. Just the problem with that is the fact of, um, other than the free-to-play part, I think making it free-to-play is really cool. The fact is that I think we waited a year or 2 years for it to be finalized for us to play, and at that point, it was like too, you know, it was already too little, too late almost. Now, no disrespect to the, community or to the developers, to anyone who worked on that game and had the passion. I respect you guys a lot. I don't know how hard it is to make a game, so I'm never gonna like crap on developers with that, unless they deserve it. These guys probably really don't deserve it. Now, I didn't get to play Xdefiant. Now, I wanted to, but I remember the day I downloaded it, they said, "Oh, you could download it right now." I couldn't play till like the next day or 2 days later because it was like, "Oh, it's only early access for the people who like streamers or people who bought or whatever." I can't remember, but I never got to play it. But I did have it downloaded for so long, and then every time I want to play it, I just got busy on another game. Now, it did look fun. I did see clips. Now, yeah, it does look like original, like stuff you'll see from almost old Call of Duty and all, which is cool. And the removal of skill-based matchmaking is also really cool. But I just think that if it was released sooner, mainly in a time of badness, like, Vanguard's era or Modern Warfare 2 and 3's era. As Modern Warfare 2, I thought the campaign was cool, multiplayer was okay, Warzone was also okay. But other than that, it was like, I think if it released during that time, like it released this year, right? If I'm not mistaken. Hold up, I want to look at the release date. Or did it release last year? Wait, let's see. Xdefiant. My phone's moving slow. Come on, Xdefiant. I know it's shutting down. When did it release? May of this year. So it did release this year. Okay. I think if it released when it said it was going to, instead of getting pushed and pushed back, which I can understand if you're like, trying to stabilize the game, make it where it could run like these type of matches and stuff. I can understand that. Like, truly. But I also do think that if it released last year, it'll get more players. If it released 2 years ago, it'll get more players. Because of the fact that both Modern Warfare 2 and 3 was not the best games ever, and that pretty much anybody went to any other games that was more exciting and enjoyable to play than those games. Like, I went and played, when Modern Warfare 2 came out, I went and played GTA again and had a lot more fun on that, and then Cold War, and then went to Fortnite, and all these other games, and I had much more time playing that, much more fun playing that, until like the last season of Season 6 for Modern Warfare 2, because I started playing it again, and it was actually really fun with the Halloween update. But I think that if it released in a time that people really wasn't playing the Call of Duty games or had a problem with the Call of Duty games, that I think it would do a lot better, and it might have lasted longer, and stuff like that. And even though it's free to play, it still would make it better, because like Warzone's free to play. You don't need Black Ops 6. You don't need um any game to play Warzone. How they make their money is via the stuff, the bundles. That's what they're called. I had a brain fart. But from that, that's how they make their money. Or like Fortnite, make their money from skins. Free to play, make their money from skins. Now, I think that, like I said, if it was, make it like a $20 game. If the free to play part wasn't working, $20, you get classic stuff. I think they should have done zombies, or at least like a second mode that's engaging. That's like, oh, or like, and also have like a campaign. I don't know exactly what the modes it had because I've never played it, so correct me if I'm wrong. But if it had like a separate mode other than just strictly multiplayer with all the modes, I think people would play more. Like, look at Black Ops. Black Ops always got a lot of playtime from it because of the fact that, oh, well, if I'm bored of multiplayer, I can go to zombies and just shoot. If I'm bored of zombies, I can go to campaign and just look at the story. As for Modern Warfare, even though Modern Warfare is fun, you still went from playing multiplayer then to, like, Modern Warfare 3 Zombies was not the best. But you went from playing multiplayer then to campaign. And if campaign wasn't good, Warzone. But Warzone, you probably would get tired of, and then you're just off the game completely. As this game has, Black Ops 6 has a lot. Now, yes, it is bad to compare a game that's well developed, in my opinion, aka like by a team of people that's been working on the game for a while, that doesn't get the pushback. Now, I'm not trying to sound rude or nothing. That's on me if I made any bad remarks. But I am saying, like with Black Ops 6, 4 years to develop, and it got released on its scheduled date, compared to Xdefiant, where it was supposed to release here, but then just kept getting pushed back, pushed back, pushed back. In my opinion, I think if a game keeps getting pushed back, it messes up its momentum, in a way, as compared to a game that's like, oh, hey, we're going to release on this day. And even if it gets pushed back maybe a year or two, I mean, not a year, like a couple days, hey, we're going to push it back to this day just to make sure everything's good, and boom, releases and everything's good. Everything's good now, like, because, like, look at a game like Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk, what's it called? Was delayed and it came out bad, but over time it came good. Other than that, I feel bad for the developers and stuff. I really hope everything comes to fruition. They can find something they can, put their time and effort into, and hopefully something comes good. Other than that, it's been Fort. I hope you all have a great day. Peace.